We've been fortunate lately to get a lot of rain across the state, and that means the wheat's growing. And Josh, you've kind of done a demonstration here at EFA of two different planting styles. We have the traditional drill, but then we also have another way.
Yeah, that's right, Dave. What we wanted to do here is a little bit earlier this year. We had all the ag extension agents out across the state here in Stillwater, and you know, we've been asked for quite a few years is how do our planting practices, you know, as compared to our drill planted, our traditional planted, if you will, how does it look compared to something that is done more in our forage dominated areas where we broadcast and just incorporate and we let the wheat come up that way. If we get it to yield, we might run a combine across it, but yeah, the big focus was how much are we available for the cattle, how quickly was it available, especially with the fall and the early winter we had.
Now, speaking of that, we have had a pretty early winter. We've had the rain. How are things looking for Oklahoma wheat right now?
Well, both wheat and canola look good. You know, we did have a lot cooler conditions early, as well as our planting was a lot further delayed because of some of our summer crops, some of the heavier rainfall. So we saw a lot of the wheat specifically, but both the wheat and canola go a little bit later than we like. So heading into some of our cold spells at the very beginning of the fall, we were a little concerned with them. We saw a lot of wheat fields and canola fields that were more bare ground than they were fields. But we're actually seeing with these periods of 60 degrees followed by some periods of cool temperatures, we're actually seeing quite a bit of the wheat as well as the canola kind of flush itself out, get a little bit more canopy to it. And I'd say overall our winter crops look really good. And this is highlighted by right over here, and you can kind of see we actually took on this wheat, we actually took our forage samples all the way to the ground just before Christmas. And even just during that period, we've seen that the wheat has been able to fully, you know, I don't want to say fully recover, but it's been able to recover, get a lot more biomass development from it, and it's hard to even see the spot to where we've clipped that. So both the wheat and the canola are enjoying this winter, these good moisture conditions, the good 60-degree days followed by some periods of cool weather like we're experiencing this morning is really setting us into a good spot.
Now, coming up here in about a month, I guess folks are going to have an opportunity to talk with you guys about some of the crops going on across the state. What's been traditionally the No-Till Conference has a new name.
Yeah, so what we're doing is the No-Till Conference, and the folks that have previously put on the No-Till Conference, including our NRCS around the state, have joined forces with our commodity groups to what we're calling the All Crops Conference. And we're going to be talking about some really big topics as well as some commodity specific topics. So we have it broken down to where we have a general session typically in the morning, and then we go into our commodity talks in the afternoon. Scott Alls from USDA coming and talking about feral hogs. And then, like I said, we have all these commodity specific talks as well.
Okay, thank you much, Josh.
Thanks, Dave.
And for more information on the All Crops Conference, visit our website, sunup.okstate.edu.